We got selling, holding, and closing costs. GC, what do we need to know about this?
Yeah, we're starting to get into some stuff that's really, really impactful here. So we got to understand what we're trying to look at here. When we're looking at this term, and now you start to see it more and more often, we started talking about IRR, geez, probably a year ago, year and a half ago, because I knew that providers would be going down the path of determining their returns based on home price appreciation. But now you see this IRR more prevalent. So IRR is the way that you calculate your return on investment when you're including things like home price appreciation. So with home price appreciation, if you're counting that as a return on your investment, IRR is just another word for return on investment. So I'm going to say the same thing, right? When you're counting home price appreciation as a return on your investment, there has to be a sale of the property for it to hit your bank account. I mean, technically you could refinance, but we're going to keep it simple here. There has to be a sale. That's how vast majority of people would recoup the money they earn from home price appreciation. Well, when you start to look at all these providers now, they're very big now on including home price appreciation in their numbers to jack up their expected return on investment. But what they do not include is any of the costs that will come along with selling the property. And that's the only way that the majority of the time that you have a property, that's the only way you're going to recoup this home price appreciation. So it's just flat out not accurate to not include selling, holding, and closing costs. And to be specific, selling, holding, and closing costs, your selling costs are like 6% commissions to pay your real estate agent to sell the house. That's the typical way people still sell their houses, right? Holding costs would be while the home is being marketed to be sold, you've got costs along the way. Call that about 2% of costs. And then closing costs on the sales side as well. You have a couple percent there as well. So all in all, that's about a 10% haircut off of the sales price that you're selling the house for. And what I did is I just took one of the return on investment calculations for a different provider out here. And you look here, there's a whole lot of appreciation that they count on here, but there is nothing as a line item for costs, right? And these costs should be something like $18,000, $20,000 should be a cost here that would really slam the returns that they would be presenting.
Got it. This takes me to kind of when we do the Thursday guest investor segments that you're always building that in and you subtract that out. And even though you did mine, I had only owned my properties for a year, you still took out closing costs, and happily my homes had appreciated enough where I still had a return. But that's the thing, right? If you're going to look at this thing and include it based on what you can sell it for at a certain day, which is your IRR, then you need to, on that day, take out this 10% haircut for closing costs. That's how you catch a level 4 trickster, right?
Absolutely.